with the Yasuo. Zilean offers so much utility in the late game just because of it's Zilean. Zilean does these things where he can insta-speed you up.
The control ward up towards the Tri-Bush. They didn't spot Xerxes on it, I don't believe, but Bwipo continues to trade. It looks like Selfmade's on his way up here as well. Bwipo uses the Let's Bounce, going to try and jump himself around as Selfmade comes up. Cannon Barrage used as well. Selfmade with the Predator looking for this fight. The jump in, Alfari is going to flash away from it. Selfmade is here now, going to land the body bot, and Alfari will be able to get underneath the tower, but you can see that Nemesis is on his way across as well. Now this is going to be hard for Origen to get away from because Nemesis can just dash through. There's the Ignite. Alfari might just die to this. He doesn't have any potions. He doesn't have any stacks. And First Blood goes over to Nemesis and Fnatic.
Great roam from Nemesis up towards the top side of the map. Fnatic, it looks like they're not done yet, though. They want to try and set up the dive onto Xerxes. There's no minion wave yet.
Oh, the cast doesn't connect. Nemesis going to try and juke his way through. Does get the last breath. The Call of the Forge God coming out as well, but Nemesis puts up the wind wall. Of course, can block out Nuke Duck. There's the Dawning Shadow. Xerxes able to dodge away from that one as well. Nemesis goes back in towards the minions. He's surviving. Nuke Duck has to flash away. One more auto. The minions on Nemesis aren't quite enough damage right now, and Nuke Duck caught underneath the tower. Nemesis
in these situations, it's very G2-esque, where sometimes they'll look at these 50-50 situations. Can we outplay here? And then they're able to make it work because of the talent bar just didn't go down. But now Origen, they're moving on the map. To the bot side they go.
For Hylissang. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Selfmade's popped the Predator. Alfari, you don't have Flash, man. You don't really have a way out, and he is already done. In the bot side, nothing really happens in the best because it just doesn't take you the tower. Meanwhile, Reckless and Hylissang in the bottom lane are going to get first turret just for free. Here are the first two dragons of the game. We have seen Origen throughout the course of the split be willing to sacrifice early Drakes in exchange.
Okay, so maybe Origen can team fight. Oh, can they? How are they going to get past the wind wall? How are they going to get past this?
Upset is just dead. Reckless stood in the front of Upset, baited him in, and Selfmade was there in time to get the fight.
Once the GP gets his completed Trinity Force, they might be able to kill Reckless now.
True Shot Barrage, Reckless flashes in a straight line, but somehow steps to the side of it. The Chrono Shift comes out just in time, and now Nemesis is chasing Nuke Duck off towards the top side. He flashes, misses the Keyblade, but lands the final auto attack to get the kill. Meanwhile, Xerxes is running down towards the bottom side. Reckless, full HP. Hylissang flashes forward with the Time Warp slow. And this is devastation.
Fnatic are just absolutely obliterating Origen right now. I was not expecting our first game. Remember that Fnatic, when they played up against Mad in Week 9, they looked like clear. Ooh, Reckless is in danger now.
Oh no, but he's got the Chrono Shift. Here comes the teleport. Fnatic always willing to take a fight. Whipper's going to join the fray. Reckless locked against the wall though and can't really get away. He heals up. The True Shot Barrage doesn't connect and Reckless is still alive. Eventually he falls with the double bomb, finds two targets, and now Whipper's jumping forward onto Upset. Upset, you got to stay alive. Destiny's trying to jump around, dodge as much as he can, but Nemesis lands the shot and gets the kill. The knock up as well. That's 3 quick kills, 4 quick kills over to Fnatic. They only lose Reckless and they still have a Rift Herald to boot.
So Origen, they're not going to get perfect gamed. They're able to take down Reckless, but that's the only consolation prize they're going to get. And the funny thing about Fnatic's comp is normally when you collapse onto a single member, getting a big shutdown and maybe finding a way back into this game. But yeah, as you can see, they're just taking the slow, controlled approach. They're taking advantage of Senna's range. They're trying to keep Origen as far away from each other, and now Origen are looking for a play.
Yeah, Xerxes going in with the Subjugate. There's the exhaust, but teleports immediately from Fnatic. Final chapter blocked by the wind wall, and here comes Whippo jumping in. Another teleport used by Hylissang as he wants to join the fight. Last breath from Nemesis onto the backline, and Hylissang's here now in case Whippo falls. But Whippo's still alive, still maintaining the HP bar just about as he heals up.
It's definitely a desperation play because they don't really have many other options left.
Oh, Xerxes slowed up. Last Embrace going to lock him in place as well. The Dawning Shadow comes out and Reckless gets the kill. Selfmade winning.
Yep,
it really is.
Fnatic are starting the Baron up. The rest of Fnatic is zoning Origen away.
Xerxes is dead. That's without, without Zac and without Yasuo even in the fight. Nuke Duck calls down the Forge God but misses. Stretching strike from Bripple on the backline will land on 2. Alfari has to flash away, but the chase is on. And Alfari, you've got nowhere to go. Another kill to Fnatic. They're just going to look to end the game right here, Vedius.
I mean, they can. The death timers are still quite short. But given that they do have the Ocean Soul, they're still all at full health. Bwipo is at level 16. Nemesis is at level 16. They have all 5 members running it down the mid lane. They have a pretty big wave. Medic, I think they are looking to, in fact, end it right now.
14 kills to 1. A 13,000 gold lead. 4 dragons to 1. 6 turrets to 4 dragons to 0. 6 turrets to 0. And Fnatic aren't stopping yet. Xerxes rooted up with the last embrace, but the Nexus has to be the target here for Fnatic. This was a demolition. A clinic from Fnatic in game 1.
It's just a massacre. Honestly, I don't think he's had the biggest impact on this split. When I think back to his Diana performances, there was one time where I think he could have lost that Smite fight, but now he's in a great position where he secures the first Drake for his team. It looks like River. Keeping in mind, Hylissang does have the teleport available as well. Fnatic actually looking for a fight.
Yeah, but with the call of the Forge God, Ragnarok's pop, but here comes the Dawning Shadow, and you can see that's first blood for Fnatic. They set that one up perfectly. Even without vision, knowing that the game is Cloudberry, and we'll see what soul we're going to have. Infernal is the name.
Looking for a dive in the bot lane. Let's see if they can pull it off.
Well, Origen are going to try and answer. You can see both Xerxes and Nukeduck are on their way. Final chapter coming out from upset. He's able to dodge away, and even with the Chrono Shift, this is not a good situation for Fnatic to be in. Selfmade's going to try and get his way away, not tanking up the turret yet. But with the Equalizer coming out, Origen want more than just that first kill. Reckless caught with the Undertow, doesn't have flash, remember, doesn't really have a way to go. Last Embrace coming out as well as Xerxes caught up. Double teleport used as everyone's going to join the fight in the bottom lane. We're going to have a full 5v5. Whippo joins the fray. Call of the Forge God lands onto Nukeduck. He's almost dead, but he manages to head into the bush for the second. Whippo takes him. Xerxes still alive. Upset caught up in the last Embrace in Fnatic, and now turning this fight around. Alphari has to flash the wall. Destiny jumps to the Upset, but the flash in from Nemesis. The chase on Alphari. One more auto is enough. It's a double for Nemesis. He's caught behind the tower now, and the rest of Fnatic aren't quite there yet. Nemesis almost goes down. The final auto will get him. Whippo tanking up the turret. Upset's dead. It's only Destiny left alive, and Whippo ticking, still surviving. Fnatic take down 5 and get
cleaning up the back end of the fight. He's managed to complete that Nash's Tooth now, and Fnatic, they're not slowing down.
Oh, Whippo's diving in. Whippo's dead. That was so greedy from him. A little bit too far away. Cannon Barrage only just come off cooldown, so they decide they don't want to fight for the third. The fourth and fifth, I'm sure, will be on the menu. Upset trying to trade here onto Whippo. Not going to do too much work. Just over the 16-minute mark, and Call of Forge God's being used here in the mid lane. Upset really doesn't have an escape. The final chapter coming out as well, and Upset just rooted to the spot. Selfmade jumps in and takes the kill. Whippo still tanking the tower, has a Chrono Shift to boot to bring him back alive. And Selfmade will fall to the Equalizer. The turret goes down in the mid lane, and Origen might want to keep chasing this one. Whippo doesn't have flash, does have the exhaust though. Xerxes with the Undertows, if he could connect, could do a lot of work, but can't quite find those axes into their marks. And so Origen will call off the fight. Tower falls in the top of that bottom lane. Time Warp from that mid lane. Sorry. Time Warp and the Curse of the Black Mist give you such a movement speed buff.
How things have to be played. So you can see Fnatic right now, full control of the river. Alphari's going to face check.
He face checks straight into them, able to get away for the moment, but Selfmade's on the chase. Whippo will take the kill with the Call of the Forge God. Now Fnatic can win a 4v5. They can take it. Selfmade low though. Chunked out towards the bottom side. Chrono Shift still available here for Hylissang. You can look. You just step straight into him. A great double knock up into the Dawning Shadow, and the chase is on. Upsets down to Nemesis. And the Ragnarok is not going to save you for too long. Xerxes, Hylissang on the chase, lands that Chrono Shift. And Origen lose 2 so quickly. Fnatic turned back towards the Infernal Dragon.
Well, that interesting team fight I was looking for kind of fell on its face as Alphari just face-checked the brush. He didn't have vision of the brush. The control ward, of course, did mitigate that, but I'm surprised that he would make that. He actually created that play. Nukeduck now in trouble.
Selfmade still chasing in, flashing forward, 2 kicks into the back. He's got lethality, Vedius. Black Cleaver into Serrated Duck. This Lee Sin is doing work.
Yeah, and Fnatic is now fully in the driver's seat with the second Infernal in their back pocket. Origen are slowly starting to flounder. They're not finding any good team fights, and yeah, it's just falling apart for Origen. This is not really what we expect to see, but Fnatic with their performance upset now.
Dead. Oh Selfmade, this is a clip.
Where the map was to get out of that situation because he just got kicked straight in the face. He got sent to Davy Jones' locker with that sort of current state of things, with the atomization that's coming through, with the fact that Fnatic is going to secure a completely uncontested Baron. They're looking to go 2-0 up in this series. Origen continue to get routed. Fnatic have continuously outplayed Origen throughout this series. We got a TP into the bot lane here.
Final chapter's been used as Origen look for a fight. Dawning Shadow coming out as well, but Reckless back above half HP straight away. Upset just gets deleted with the Dragon's Rage. And Origen run for the hills. That was a 4v5, and Origen are the ones retreating. This game has snowballed totally out of their control. It's a 9,000 gold lead for Fnatic, and after it looked relatively even, after it looked close, it's anything but. Fnatic dive in into the base, past the inhibitor towers. They're not inhibiting anything. They are allowing Fnatic to step forward, and Origen can do nothing about it.
Meanwhile, Hylissang split pushing in the bot lane. He does it on Pyke, he's doing it on Zilean. He used that TP to set up the next wave for Fnatic to follow up on. The death time is just still long for 2 members, and Fnatic with all 5, they're looking to end this game. The first game was, what, 27, 28 minutes? Fnatic looking to match that record, but they don't want it. Fnatic has been drafting, and this game looked a little bit closer. I thought we could see a better team fight, but Origen, they just got like one big mistake from Alphari. cost Origen everything. And now Fnatic with the Baron, they're taking down the third inhibitor. They're looking around the game. Good kick.
Oh, Alphari kicked back into the team. Call of the Forge God coming out as well, and Alphari will be locked up. Already Xerxes dead. You can see the root on Selfmade, but he's got the Chrono Shift. I even forgot about it. We haven't even had to see it used. The dive onto the backline by Nemesis catches them just before they can get to the sweet release of the fountain and gives them instead the sweet release of death. It's a triple kill for Nemesis. The Nexus towers are falling, and Fnatic in dominant fashion are looking to dive onto the fountain. Destiny kills Hylissang, but he will fall in the favor. Fnatic 2-0 against Origen.
This was the 1v9 performance we wanted. Same for the Gangplank. So I suppose in terms of the early game, it's not the worst thing in the world for Fnatic, but I don't think they have the easiest lane gank setups with them.
Origen.
Look at bot lane, look at bot lane.
Bot lane, there's a fight. Hook doesn't connect as Hylissang flashes away, but the exhaust is burnt as well. Hylissang gonna put down a good pillar of ice, but Xerxes can just come straight back in here, flashes forward, looking for Hylissang. The ignite is down, and Origen looking to strike first. First blood to them, first time in this series.
Gone is will provide a little bit of release as they look for Reckless.
No flash on Reckless, does have the cleanse, but immediately pulled back. The pillar is down, but Reckless is going to get taken out. Supreme display of talent and the stuns coming out on Selfmade. He's looking for Xerxes, trying to chase in, but Nukeduck can put the damage in from the side. Xerxes brings the barrel down, and Selfmade will fall. You have to feel. Manages to get a double kill before he goes down in a 2v3. Selfmade turns it around. Nukeduck bottom. Oh, what? No, he has to take the lantern, but Destiny now realizes he's not in a good shape at all. Selfmade here looking for another kill as the pillar of ice comes down. But on the chase, the hook coming out. Xerxes could go in, but Hylissang is very tanky already with a double Ruby Crystal. Here comes the Moonlight Vigil, and the Infernum burns straight through Fnatic. Selfmade falls to the cask as well. Oh, incredible.
But I like that Fnatic is trading on the bot side of the map as well. Finally, we're getting a competitive game between these two teams, as while it has been the Fnatic show for the majority of the series, Origen finally answering back. Now let's see what they can do with the lead that they currently have.
Should be able to take down this top tier 1. The Rift is going to charge in, and they'll have about a 2,000 gold lead, 1,700 or so right now.
They are actually starting to dominate and win in this 1 versus 1.
Yeah, in a really good position. 2 CS down. Upset's going to pop the explosive cast. Dawning Shadow coming out as well, but only used for the shield. The Cannon Barrage is used, but Nukeduck is on the chase, and really there's nowhere to go here for Selfmade. He thought it was in a 1v1.
Percent of Origen's kills, and this is the kind of game that they need as Hylissang. Ooh, now going into a 2v2.
Exhaust onto Upset. Moonlight Vigil has been used. Hylissang trying to trade with the Subjugate, but he's going to get hooked up, and Upset is going to eat him for dinner. Destiny takes the kill in the end, but this Origen bot lane is
continuing as Hylissang. He does have flash.
He is taking a lot away this game. There's not much Hylissang giveth apart from kills to the enemy team. A good flash away. Upset looking for the final auto attack and will land it. And a kill in the top lane. Fnatic have been able to answer somewhere on the map. But they're going to lose a dragon for this. There's no Rift Herald for them to take, and they're going to lose their bot tier 1.
So overall, this should end up in favor of Origen, and they just keep punishing Hylissang. He was isolated in the bot side of the map. Reckless just abandoning him, and now Nukeduck.
Nukeduck looking for the fight. Reckless lands the last breath. The Dawning Shadow coming out as well. We're going to try and trade onto this. Nukeduck doesn't have Supreme Display of Talent, but the Predator Boots are not complete. He's getting funneled gold left, right, and center. Like, yes, Fnatic have a chance in this game, but you have to kill Upset at the start.
Trying to dive in and threaten the carries of Fnatic.
Next dragon up.
They're finally able to punish the Fnatic bot lane, and now they're setting up a dive onto Whippo.
Cannon Barrage used by Whippo. Upset's going to take the turret. Nukeduck just looking to distract.
Actually baiting it. Oh, look, Xerxes. Yeah, okay, he's not going to face check. He's going to use his Q to check that one. While
before, but doing it when you are 4,000 gold behind might not work. Hylissang farming between. You're not singed. You're not singed, Hylissang. You can't proxy farm like this. He'll fall. Like, there's distracting the enemy team.
Medic, and he doesn't stop going to a side lane.
It's no damage Hylissang. That's what.
Yeah, it's no damage Hylissang, man. Like, he realizes that he's useless. He can't offer anything in team fights, so he may as well just sit in a side lane and force Origen to split up. And Fnatic are actually getting 2 towers on it. They might even break the inhibitor. Selfmade is looking for a steal. He does have flash, Medic.
This would be the steal to end all steals. It's 3,000 HP on it. Whippo's coming down from the bottom side. Cannon Barrage has already been used. Nukeduck jumps onto Nemesis, looking for the damage, but doesn't have the Supreme Display of Talent up. Now, Alphari can still tank up the Baron for a while. Nemesis is the first target. He's going to fall, taken out by Upset, and now the fight really begins because there's the double kill coming out. You can see Selfmade has fallen. Hylissang's going to take an inhibitor tower, though. He's only got Tiamat for damage, but he's chomping his way through those stone buildings. They can't taste nice when it's getting work done, as Origen have to back up the Baron and come back to defend their base.
I mean, Okay, so the TPs are now coming through from Origen. They know that Hylissang is disengaged. The jungler is dead. They've got to clear out the vision to avoid Whipper potentially TPing in. And now they're going to start off this Baron. I think there's nothing that Fnatic can really do about it with Nemesis.
Oh, Whipper's TPing in. Whipper's TPing into the base.
Oh, he's going to backdoor. Okay,
you're going to get in him. Just get the in him. You might as well, right? It's there.
Exactly. It's the best case scenario for them. I think that... I don't actually know if he's going to have enough time,
I don't know.
He's not the fastest.
He hasn't got minions with him. He's going to try and clear out the minions. 2 more autos. One more. Okay, he does get it. The hook doesn't connect. Whipper's going to try and run away, but I believe the chase is on, as they say, and Whipper will fall to NukeDuck, who is now 3-0-3 on this.
Keep catching these waves and keep pushing out the lanes, and OG will be forced to constantly catch these sideways that Fnatic keep still in full control. Upset is incredibly powerful, and they will take down a tier 2, but there are all these waves that they have to manage, but now they finally have the map under control. Top wave is in a neutral state. They've got multiple members grouped up mid. Now, is Destiny in danger?
Yeah, he's in a lot of danger here, Vedius. He's going to go down, shut down by Whipper, but NukeDuck with a supreme display of talent knocks the stuns up 3. Hylissang's going to try and chase. He's going for Upset with the exhaust down, and the cannon barrage doing work. Upset is forced out of the back of the fight, but now Origen could look for the re-engage. They're fighting Selfmade down towards the bottom side. He's got the Predators on. Xerxes looking for the chase here. Going to get a speedy Gragas to try and chase him down. Undertow used, but the smite with the Stalker's Blade will mean that Selfmade is slowed up for the moment. Alfari flashing in with a twisted advance, and Selfmade has no place to go. However,
Alfari looked at the GP.
Oh, he's going to hold it. Oh, no, he's not. As soon as the Predator comes out, he's like, okay, I can't do much about this. He's going to try and trade onto NukeDuck, but there is no escape for Whippo. Knocked back with a cast, heals up a little bit, but NukeDuck in the end will take him down.
Alright, so NukeDuck finds himself on a rampage. He will find 3 items in his inventory, 4th one on the way. They're going to keep waiting. Oh, but he's in danger now.
Selfmade's chasing him down. Destiny with a lantern is there in time, and NukeDuck might want to turn this one around. You can see Xerxes on the run, on the chase. Jumps in. Selfmade tries to trade out at least away here. Selfmade's on the wrong side of it, and look at where Hylissang is. He's still in the top lane. The super minions are pushing in. There's a super minion going towards the base of Fnatic, of Origen, and there's a kill coming out as NukeDuck just can't win the trades. NukeDuck will get taken out, but Hylissang is such a nuisance.
They're not making it easy for Origen, and this is the thing, right? Origen are a team that
completed items to put in his inventory. So unless Origen actually keeps the pace up, they're looking for Selfmade. They're going for the fight. They will get him, and that is great for Origen. NukeDuck can't do anything about it. It's like, okay, I can't deal with you, mate. Hylissang is winning this trade. Still has the subjugate. The wave will get cleared out afterwards, and Origen, they were never able to start the Baron. Oh, but Whippo gets hooked. Upset doesn't take the lantern. Upset doesn't take the lantern, so he doesn't jump in. And maybe that was the right decision because Nemesis was waiting around the corner. Now Upset's going to open up with the Inferno, but he's in the middle of the cannon barrage. Still has the GA if he goes down.
Those Tryndamere in solo queue medic. How do you deal with them? They just sit in a silent, and it's a Maokai. The Maokai's just going to get shredded. He's going to kill him. He's going to kill Alfari.
A Bramble Vest perhaps would help here. Origen going to send everyone back to deal with Hylissang, and he's still chunking out Alfari. In the end, Hylissang will die, but Fnatic look to start. Origen have to do something about this.
Wait, this is really fast now.
Here comes the explosive cast. Nemesis has joined the fray. Supreme display of talent is in there, but already the Baron is gone. And now Fnatic have to get out. They have to get away from this. Nemesis is going to sneak off towards the top side, but Xerxes is still around if he wants to send his life to the fight. There's the slow on Nemesis. Nemesis will fall here. Upset just needs 2 auto attacks to take him out. Who has survived from Fnatic?
Have to commit to this foot push now. Flash hook lands.
Hylissang, you have to go down here. Upset pushing in with the Baron buff, 3 members strong. Origen are going to try and answer. NukeDuck, you can see he's positioned for the flank, he's positioned for the fight. He wants that supreme display of talent to land. He wants to land the knockup that keeps his squad in this series. Ragnarok used by Selfmade. NukeDuck dodging around as much as he can, and Selfmade is chunked out. But with a good undertow, he manages to survive. The long-range move shot is enough to take the kill as Upset goes. Kiana has the flank.
Whippo is here.
NukeDuck, you're going to go for it. Xerxes here as well. Whippo there, but there's the stun lock, and Hylissang taketh away. Right, that top lane bot lane inhibitor has respawned and is alive still for Origen, so
looking for Xerxes. His Q just took about half of Reckless's health off, so it's quite devastating. Turret does come up for Nemesis, but you can see this looks like a fight's gonna happen.
Hooks on a minion, Moonlight Vigil just whiffs, and now perhaps we'll see Fnatic take the fight because they don't have that AoE route. There's the Infernum Crescendo sitting on Upset. He's in the cannon barrage, still has that GA. Alfari goes gold, and NukeDuck with a flank. He's trying to take out Selfmade, but Xerxes gets jumped on by Selfmade. Supreme display of talent used. Another hook lands onto Hylissang. Now it's Upset opening up the big guns on Hylissang. That Ignite's going to take, and Destiny takes the kill. Xerxes flashes forward, and the explosive cast find its mark, and now Upset can unleash hell. Reckless has nothing he can do. TP comes up towards the mid lane, up towards the top lane from Alfari as he rejoins the fight. Nemesis trying to get away, but It's all done but the singing in this game. Nemesis clears out a wave, but there's not much he can do as Nukeduck snipes him out, and Origen open up the base of Fnatic.
And Origen finally find the team fight that they were looking for. It wasn't clean, but it did not matter. 29 kills to 6. This should have been a one-sided affair, but Fnatic made them work for it. Origen will stop Fnatic from securing this series in a clean sweep. They will find themselves a big win.
Great performance from Origen to take us to 2-1. Vedius, we have a series on our hands. As Origen.
Yeah, okay, so they're going to stick with the gang plank. So the problem right now that Origen have is that in the top lane at very early levels, GP will have prio, but usually this matchup is slightly more atopic.
You can see Reckless is going to try and trade in. Actually, with the last embrace, that's a catch going out. Whippo pops the world under in the top lane. Selfmade's on the top side of the map as well, but with the Cannon Barrage coming out, Whippo shouldn't be long for the world. First blood goes over to Alfari. Destiny had to burn.
Fantastic position, because not only does he now have an even bigger CS advantage,
but Destiny's dead. Destiny's dead, even with the heal coming out, but they're looking to turn it around. The Ignite going down as Reckless gets gobbled up, eaten up. He's done. Destiny might even survive. Oh my goodness. Fnatic baited in, Destiny able to survive for a moment. The Tongue Lash doesn't connect, it's a double for Origen in the bottom lane. And what a superb start.
And a great exhaust, but the action isn't over yet.
Void Rush coming out, Whippo trying to land the Dark Blade, but in the end, Alfari and Xerxes will get the kill.
He's in our ult though. Many people thought, like, I put Hylissang as my best support of the split, and now he's getting hooked once again.
He does have the thick skin, but the box is coming down. Upset and Destiny are a level up here. Hylissang tried to turn on to Destiny. You can see Upset steps in front of him, trying to get the Devour, and Destiny will fall 1-for-1, but it's Hylissang who gets the kill, and now Upset is going to open up on Reckless. However, Upset will take a lot of damage, needs to switch over his guns if he wants to heal up. Towards that. Xerxes has the level advantage, but Selfmade able to land the smite.
Often just use your ult instead, and that's more than enough to get yourself an execute. And so when I was looking at that play, I was like, why spell as a Cassio? Because you just land E, and because the cooldown is so low, then it's so
like
I don't think it makes sense to go Banshee's Veil against the Cassio. So he might just be building it for the early MR. Hook does land in top lane.
Yeah, onto Hylissang. That's not the target you really want, and Destiny has some damage turned back around onto him. The heals come out. Upset.
Origen set their eyes on another outer tower, and Origen, they've had great control over this early game. A lot of it obviously comes off the back of winning the 2v2 bot lane.
Cloud Soul. Origen still needs to get 3 more dragons if they're going to hit it. Xerxes managed to catch out Nemesis here. No flash, remember. The Petrifying Gaze is going to land. The Void Rush will come out just in time, but Nemesis is able to get the kill. And now Whippo's fighting off towards the bottom side as Nukeduck forced away. The flash in. Upset. There's the hook, though. You can see the jump in from Selfmade. He goes golden. Hylissang gobbles up Whippo to get him out. The Moonlight Vigil's going to connect as well. And Selfmade is down. 1-for-1 so far in this trade. Hylissang trying to get away, but he doesn't have the flash. All he's got is an exhaust. And at the moment, the stopwatch won't delay for long enough. Healed up with a Piercing Darkness, but in the end he will fall, and Origen get 2 kills.
So initially that play did not
time in this middle lane. However, Whippo has a flank. Upset with the Lantern. We'll try and dodge away. Whippo trying to land that Dark Blade. They jump in. Upset's very low already, but Whippo caught underneath the turret now as Upset can open up the big guns. Xerxes going in for the knockup, but Hylissang's going to take a lot of damage. Whippo's going to get spat out right into the jaws of Origen, who can't quite get him down. Moonlight Vigil connects and Upset goes unstoppable. 5-0 now on this Aphelios. And Origen
about this, Origen having to have a good early game against Fnatic, I think is a challenge that have been game-changing. And now Origen are controlling this game. They have secured 2 Drakes. We finally get the Cloud Souls. No Zillion. This time there's no
nothing to get Hylissang out.
I mean, he's a tanky boy. Good hook lands, but no follow-up. Destiny's
now out of position because of that. Flashes away, the last embrace coming out, he's healed up. Whippo's going to take a lot of damage and off towards the bottom side of this. You can see Xerxes trying to fight, but a great Dawning Shadow will do a lot of healing, and Xerxes is the first to fall. Whippo, though, getting chased down by Upset. Can't quite get the kill. Try and get into it, and you can see, actually, Nemesis is teleporting down towards the bottom side. Oh, no, it's Whippo teleporting, and it's Nemesis teleporting down towards the bottom side of this fight. They've looked for Selfmade. Xerxes down to below half HP.
Wait, Upset.
Oh, a great hook from Destiny stops Upset from getting caught out. Now he's able to flash, but Whippo able to land the final Darking Blade, and he takes him out. And now this is an awful fight for Origen. Another good hook comes out from Destiny. The Void Rush in. Whippo healing all the way through it, and now Fnatic can find their fight. They can find the people that they want to catch out. Nukeduck trying to do what he can, but Whippo low. Reckless and Selfmade here in time. Destiny with a good play. The Lantern coming out, but Nukeduck would take it to his certain death, but he might be dead anyway. Last embrace is used. The Dark Blade connects, and Fnatic find a perfect fight in the river.
Absolute and then disengage after not finding Selfmade, or they should have just stuck on the Baron and looked to kill it. But now the game has flipped completely on its head. Origen down. And now Fnatic sit with the Baron.
Well, we'll have to wait and see, because that Baron is going to allow Fnatic to push in this middle lane.
So good for the vast majority of this game, but front line for Fnatic to play behind, and the gap between Bwipo and Alphari is now starting to close. Here we go, Fnatic looking to dive.
Nukeduck already almost down. He gets caught out and now upsets the next target. They're just dead. Origen can't do anything about this. They just get swept off the map. Summoner's Rift is a graveyard for Origen players, and you can see Fnatic able to take 3, only lose 1, and now can push in for an inhibitor.
Wow, and they just tower dived Origen. There was like nothing that stood in their way. They didn't even need Nemesis. I was just talking about how Bwipo had closed the gap against Alphari. He transcended the gap. He flew through the gap. This man was just so strong. And then just when it looked like he was about to die, he also had Hylissang's peel, but it wasn't enough. And now that's going to be 2 inhibitors down. Fnatic have instantly flipped this game around, and Origen, it looks like they're not going to be able to hold on for much longer. Over Nukeduck. Upset is strong, but he's not as strong as Nemesis. And now they're looking for the collapse. Nemesis, no flash.
Upset caught out again. He tries to blast cone out, but he is just locked down, and Bwipo will take him. The flash over the wall from Hylissang. He wants more. He wants a piece of this action. Xerxes going to try and run away. Bwipo with the World Ender healed up, shielded up.
Oh God, and now with so much of the damage just disappearing, Origen, they're on their last legs. They have to hold this inhibitor tower for as long as they can, but Bwipo is pushing in the bot lane as well. Super minions are coming in from everywhere. This is the last hold for Origen.
But how do you hold without your AD carry? He's most of your gold right now. Alphari can try and do something. He doesn't have the cannon barrage. He's used it. That turret is going low as Bwipo pushes in the Nexus towers down towards the bottom side. Origen, your last legs is your last stand. You got to do something. You got to make a fight happen. Reckless down below half HP, but the Nexus towers are being focused down by the super minions, and that's all 3 inhibitors down. And now the push comes on. Fnatic, 5 members strong, Upset back alive, and we'll see, can they hold on? Origen, knocked back. They've caught Xerxes. He goes golden. Destiny locked up in the last embrace as well. Nemesis steps forward, but he's actually getting chunked out down towards the bottom side of the fight. Nemesis is holding off 2 when Bwipo's taken 1. Upset, you got to do something miraculous here. He gets the shutdown of Bwipo. Nukeduck flashes back onto his fountain, but that's the second Nexus tower down. You can see Upset trying to get the damage on Reckless. He gets him. Nukeduck, and Origen have somehow held on to this game. We've seen that they can do it. But the question is now, with Fnatic continuing to scale up.
The problem is, with 3 waves of super minions walking into the base, there's just going to be so much that Origen...
Ban buff to push in the wave, and this is like 4 super minions. Upset's going to try and clear it out. World Ender used by Bwipo. It's last chance saloon for Origen. A good hook comes out onto self-medit, but he uses the stopwatch, and now Hylissang's in range for the Devour. Xerxes already almost dead, and he's gone. And now it's a 4v5. Moonlight Vigil coming out, doesn't connect onto Reckless, doesn't connect onto Selfmade. The hook's still missing, the hook's going wide. Hylissang puts down the exhaust, and he's just trying to focus down the Nexus. Bwipo fighting off towards the top side. Upset opening up, but that is the Nexus, and that is the series for Fnatic. They will meet Mad Lions in our winner's bracket.